Hello and welcome to this week's Building Endeavour video. My name's Andy. Please join me as I construct Captain Cook's famous ship, the HMB Endeavour. And as always, if you enjoy this video and you think I've earned your subscription, please do subscribe and leave a like. That would be great. Welcome on board, and I'm glad you can join me, hopefully once again. Now in this week's video we're going to do the stay sails. These are the ones that are going to go on the mainstay here, and one at the top as well, and also one on the mizzen too. So we'll see if we can get those done. I need to prepare them first by putting some rings, brass rings, in intervals along this top edge here. So we're going to start with that next. Right, so I'm going to prepare this sail now. I'm going to mark the first ring hole just in from the top, around about there. It's about a centimetre in. I'll just very gently mark it with pencil. And then I'm going to measure from here to 21. So that's 4.2. Yeah. So, in fact, if I just use a stick, I'll mark out 4.2. Okay. So from there, next ring, and the next one. Next one. So I'm going to punch a hole where these marks are. Yeah, perfect. Right, so I'll just pop the needle through there. Nice size hole. And then thread the ring like that. Okay, that's one done. I'll do all the rest off camera. Okay, there they are, all in place, but as you may have realised, I've got my maths wrong. I've ended up putting 6 on, not 5. Never mind though, it's still fine. Okay, another thing to do now is to prepare the end here. Now these row bands are not required, so they should just come out like so. And in fact, I can get rid of that stitching as well. Just give me a second, I'll do that. Okay, done. Now I just need to stitch a block on the end here. Now in the plans there's absolutely no mention of the row band on the other end. There's no indication of any ropes being attached to it. So I'm gonna remove that. Because it's just going to get in the way, I think. If I did need to put anything on that, I could also put a block and another bit of rope just to tie it somewhere, but for now I'm going to take that off. Alright, I've managed to get 2 on, but I had to get my hands in and it's just very difficult to film it. So I'll just keep going like that and then I'll show you the end results. Alright, quick update. So in the end I added another ring there at the bottom to get it as far down as I could on the stay, which means then I've got a little bit of length of the halyard which has to go there. I've also moved that top block up a little bit because it was a little bit too short. So if I can point to it, so that's this one here. Yeah, so that's the halyard for the mainstay sail. I will fit that next. Okay, so I'll tidy those loose threads at the top in a minute. This is going to be tied off now on that free belaying cleat on the mast itself on this side. So I'll do that off camera. Alright, next is the sheets that go at the corner there from that loop to these cleats here, sort of midway up the rack lines here. And we'll do that on both sides. Let's do that next. Next, we're going to do the main Topgallant stay sail, and I've already noticed a problem I've run into here to do with this brace. It's just not far enough back here. There was no measurements when I did this. It was just sort of by sight and by eye. But if I put or fit the sail here, you can see there's just not enough room. Here it's too far forward here, so what I'm going to do, I'll cut this, connect another piece of rope to it and then tie it further back here, and then this should be a little bit more as it should be. Alright, so I need to do that next. Let me prepare this sail first though. I just need to put the rings in, 5 rings this time, and stitch on a block at this end as well. Okay, next I can tie the halyard. the Topgallant stay fitted now with the braille ropes. Don't know what to do about this bit. There's no indication on the plan as to yet where this goes, so it'll probably come clear later. Anyway, for now we're going to do the Mizzen stay sail. Alright, so that's this sail prepared. It needs to go on this stay here. So I'll do that off camera and get right back to you once I've done it. Alright, I'm happy with that. It took a bit of effort and dexterousness, but I managed to get that in, as you can see. Next we have to put the halyard. It ties to the bottom of the mizzen mast, and then there's more brails that have to go at the top here, and they go down here somewhere. I'll find out in a minute. Okay, let's do that next. Okay, so far so good. Next I have to put a block here on the stay and tie the brails a bit like I've done before on the Topgallant there. Okay, let's do that next. Alright, that was a bit of a fiddle to get that. There's limited access, but I've done it. Let's throw it in. Okay, so the next problem I have is to put that braille line on this rear rigging bit here. It's rather crowded and getting to it is rather difficult. There's all these lines now. I have followed the instructions and done everything in the right order, but there's just no way I'm going to be able to tie that. And if I just push it onto the rigging bit with a blob of super glue, you're not going to notice that there's going to be no tie. I'm still intend to put the shanks on there. So what I will do is, I'll have to do it off camera because my hand's just in the way, you won't be able to see, is that's the before shot, and I'll show you the after shot. Alright, so I'll try that next. Okay, not very clear, but there's the after shot. It seems to work fine. Let's carry on. Okay, so those are the first 3 of the stay sails done. That's it for this week's video. I'm afraid that's all I have time for this week. But next week we'll continue doing the sails, probably the second jib sail and the other stay sails as well. Yeah, it's getting to the point where the ship is becoming almost complete. I still have a few minor things to do. Those hanks have to be put on, and I've managed to acquire some crew metallic, in fact metal cast, almost to the right scale, 18th century sailors. So I'll have to paint those. I'll do a video on that as well at some point. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this week's video, and I'll see you next week. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.